Hello and welcome to episode 203 of the Daily Sales Message, where every single day I share a piece of simple and actionable advice that's designed to help you feel more confident and sell more stuff too. If you're new around here, my name is James Newell. I teach people how to sell for a living, and for me, it comes in two very distinct components. It starts with having a clear sales message, being able to articulate clearly and concisely what you actually offer. And then secondly, it comes down to selling confidence, your ability to be relaxed and comfortable and confident in a selling situation. In this episode of the Daily Sales Message, we're talking about what's next, and not forgetting what's next and talking about it. What does this pertain to? I will explain. I work with lots and lots of people who are trying to get better at selling, whether they own a business that's already active, they're a startup, they're pitching for investment, etc. Lots of different people, lots of different industries, lots of different stages. But often, when they struggle with sales and selling, they forget this one piece of information, which is what's next, the next steps. They forget to ask for the business first and foremost. Would you like to go ahead? How does that sound to you? That kind of thing. But then they forget to actually articulate what happens next is. So if you'd like to go ahead, or thank you, you'd like to go ahead, this is what will happen next. We need to book a call, send you an invoice, do this, do that, etc. So it's a really, really quick reminder today that you need to be clear with your buyer, I was going to say audience then, with your buyer about what comes next when they buy. Because if you don't have that ready, not only will it confuse the person, they won't feel very sure, it also gives the impression that maybe you don't sell what you're selling too often, and maybe you weren't expecting to sell it to that person at that point. So you've almost been taken by surprise. You're so used to being turned down and rejected that now you've offered something to somebody and going, yeah, actually, James, love to do that. You're like, okay. Hang on a minute. And you can maybe be a bit flustered and not do what you need to do. So take a moment today to consider what are the next steps when somebody wants to purchase your offering, and how do we communicate that with them so you don't get caught out and look like either you don't know what you're doing or you're just really happy that you've finally sold something to somebody. That's it for this episode of the Daily Sales Message. Tomorrow in episode 204, we're going to be talking about words, damaging words, and a couple of words in particular that you really, really need to steer clear of. But depending on your offering, your business, your product, your service, there's quite a few different words that probably come into play for you, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. In the meantime, if you haven't already, pop on over to sellingconfidencescore.com. That's sellingconfidencescore.com. In 2 minutes, there will be 20 yes/no questions. You can get a free Selling Confidence score across 4 areas of selling. You can find out where you're doing well, where you're not doing so well, and more importantly, you'll be issued with a free and customized action plan to give you even more free actionable advice that's designed to help you feel more confident and sell more stuff too. So that's sellingconfidencescore.com. Thank you for listening or watching all the way to the end. I'll see you tomorrow for another exciting edition of the Daily Sales Message.